Welcome back. Now, forget Harry Potter, one of the most beloved children's classics, Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, has been made into a new movie by that master of twisted fairy tales, Tim Burton. He also made Batman, Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands. Previously filmed in 1971 with Gene Wilder, the new version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp has its British premiere tonight. I spoke to the director about his enduring fascination with the Gothic. Roald Dahl's subversive tale and Tim Burton would seem a match made in, well, probably not heaven. Burton, who loved the book as a child, was determined to stay close to the original. But all is filtered through his distinctive visual sensibility. The massive sets built at Pinewood and his cast appear both familiar and retro, core to maintaining the fable quality of fairy tales.
Look over there!
They're Oompa Loompas.
Back off, you little freaks!
And there's Dahl's undercurrent of nastiness as the tour of the chocolate factory goes wrong for each child in turn.
I love your chocolate.
I can see that.
I'm very result. Daddy, I want another pony.
You're my TV.
Die! Die! Die!
Roald Dahl's writing, which is very kind of, you know, mixing light and dark and humorous and emotional and getting this slightly subversive nature of childhood and weirdness of it, you know? I mean, that's what he captured so well in his work.
Wow.
Yeah.
And with his regular leading man Johnny Depp, Burton has done something very subversive with the character of the reclusive factory owner, Willy Wonka.
You're really weird. Let's boogie. Ew.
It's not like you pick one inspiration and go, oh, make it like that guy. It's a kind of a weird kind of organic journey. We'll talk about different inspirations and things. Michael Jackson wasn't one of them, by the way.
You can eat the grass.
Of course you can. Everything in this room is eatable. Even I'm eatable. But that is called cannibalism, my dear children, and is in fact frowned upon in most societies.
Unintentional maybe, but the result is uncannily close to the Prince of Pop. The hint of horror, though, is deliberate. Some of the other actors that you work with regularly tend to be people who one can see a history in horror, which I think is something that you've loved. And you have Christopher Lee in this film. Previously, you've worked with Vincent Price. What is it about these actors and about their films that clearly still fascinates you?
Well, I mean, I grew up watching them, and so therefore they were like parent figures in a certain way, you know, because I'd every afternoon be watching that, you know, they'd be kind of babysitting me in a certain way. You know, when like the first great experience I had was meeting Vincent Price, and, you know, somebody who I grew up watching and then turned out to be like a really nice person.
But etiquette tells us just what is expected of us and guards us from all humiliation and discomfort.
In Edward Scissorhands, Burton managed a moving fusion of gothic fantasy and fairy tale. But in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, there's a surprisingly schmaltzy, tacked-on ending about the importance of family, complete with them all sitting down to roast turkey. Definitely not in Roald Dahl. What is striking is that where new elements have been brought in, like the quite, dare I say, sentimental ending about the importance of family, I wondered whether there was an element of you needing to think of the family audience that the film was going to be marketed at, rather than the Roald Dahl darkness.
No, well, I mean, it's not so, you know, one of my favorite parts is when Charlie's talking to him about family and Willie's response is that he almost starts to throw up, you know what I mean? So it's not, it's not a full-blown family, you know, it makes him a little squeamish every now and then.
Well, I believe they're going to treat us to a little song.
Burton fans may find this confection spoiled by the moral message, but it's still a long way from Disney. Before we go, we've just heard there have been more arrests in Leeds over the London bombings. We'll bring you more tomorrow. Until then, that's Channel 4 News. Goodbye.